How's it going once again? Welcome back to another show. This is You Made Roscoe, and I am Roscoe. And today's show, we're going to be taking a look at a video that is titled, What is AFL Aussie Rules Explained? All right. And I don't know what I'm going to be seeing here, to be honest. I figured that it's going to, well, I saw a tiny bit, like a few seconds of it. So it's going to be some type of sporting event type stuff. So that's what we'll be checking out. Before we get into it, I do want to ask for anybody who hasn't that they please subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you'll be reminded of any time any future shows are being published. I do want to give a shout out to the very special Dr. Cap. Dr. Cap is just I love this lady, you know, and she's been rocking with me like very hard. Her comments, she's just been supportive in so many ways. Like I can't even begin to say how much I appreciate what she's been, since she's been a part of this journey with me, you know. Thank you, love. That's for you. Blowing kisses out to you, and I'm gonna rock this thing out for you and everybody else out there. And I do want to. Well, this isn't an artist, Normally, this would be the part where I would say, go over and support, the pages of anybody that I'm reacting to. So I'm not sure. Well, I know that this is some type of sport thing, So we're gonna check this out. Let's go ahead and see what it's all about.
It's got running.
Now they're starting to run.
It's got kicking.
The crowd willing him on. Still surely. Well, he might take it anyway. He has.
It's got bone-on-bone hits without pads. No, it's not rugby. It's Australian football, although you might hear it called Aussie rules or even footy. This is Australia's biggest sport and is now played professionally by 18 teams in the AFL. It has the fourth highest average attendance of any domestic sports league in the world. These are some serious fans. What do you say we talk basics? Aussie rules.
All right, before we get into the basics, first of all, this shit looks very hardcore, and of course I know nothing about like Aussie rules, the AFL, any of that stuff. This is my first venture into this whole world, and it looks like football a little bit, American football, but American football, they wear pads. First of all, that's the one thing that I noticed as a difference is like these dudes are running around and they're hitting each other without pads on, so that's hardcore as hell. Also, I see the oblong, football like thing that they're playing with and kicking around, running around with. So it looks like just a different, a different play on American football, But I'll get to see further what this whole thing is all about. But yeah, that's the first thing that I noticed right off. Is like it's hardcore as hell. It reminds me like a little bit of when we were kids and we would play well in the hood. You a lot of the times you playing, well, most all the time, really you're playing without pads, but we used to do that. We used to play without pads, of course, and we weren't playing tag football or flag football. Like we were hitting each other. You know what I mean? And sometimes we played on concrete. So at least these guys have grass, but we've played on concrete, So man, let's just check this out though.
World. These are some serious fans. What do you say we talk basics? Aussie rules is played on a football field probably bigger than any you've ever seen. with an egg-shaped ball that takes some crazy bounces. Each team consists of 18 players on the field and 4 on the bench. Tremendous athletes, these players are basketball-sized with the hands and foot speed of an NFL wide receiver and stamina greater than a soccer player.
This is interesting. It's a main event in any stadium.
You get to bounce the football? What the hell? This shit looks so crazy to me a little bit. I mean, not in a bad way, but it's so different, because that you totally not doing that in American football. Like, they bouncing the ball and it's coming back to them, and they able, like, these dudes are athletes, man. They look very athletic. Well, they are athletic, He just explained all that. So let me push it back a tick. That looked crazy to me.
Than a soccer player.
This is interesting. It's a main event in any stadium in the world.
The game starts with a center bounce, a bit like a basketball jump ball. The basic object of the game, like American football, is to move the ball down the field and score.
Wants to go all the way from 45. Collier gets it back within a goal.
You can move the ball 3 ways. Running, but you have to bounce it every 16 yards.
You have to bounce it. Wow, this is so foreign to me. Like, my mind is trying to process this. It's like, wow, what the hell am I seeing, dude? All right, let's keep this going.
Using your fist to hit it forward. This is called a handball, another skill unique to Aussie rules.
Nice running. Ellis was involved as well. Clostone started it all and drills it home.
And of course, the most common way is kicking it.
And it's full forward. Oh, terrific.
Like a quarterback using feet instead of hands, these guys can hit a teammate on the run at 50 yards. If the kick is a little high, a player may have to jump and make a spectacular catch. This is called a mark.
Look at Mananui! He took his armchair with him and set up on top, Nick Mananui.
You know what I need to know is, like, how many people are, like, getting badly hurt in this game? Like per season, this look like this is like a lot of possibility for injury, like, on the constant. Like, this is crazy, man. Like, these people are different. You like, Americans always think they've cornered the market on tough, and just when you think that's the case, you see somebody from another country somewhere, man, and they I know better, just because I think outside the box, and I've always been a person who's tried to expose myself to a lot of different people always, so I've talked to people from different parts of the world, whenever I got the chance to. And I've learned that, just when America think they hard as hell, we actually, like, very, very soft compared to a lot of things that's going on around the world, like, so catered to. And we live these plush lives and think that our little tough is really tough when people are, like, really, really tough. Like, I would not do this shit. Not on the constant. Like, God damn it, dude. It look like injuries are just a thing for real here. But let's keep this going.
And believe it or not, you can use the opponent as a springboard for jumping. If you take a mark,
you can use the opponents as springboards, dude. I need to see that again. I need to fucking see that again. That is nuts, dude.
Cheer with him and set up on top, Nick Mananui.
and believe it or not, you can use the opponent as a springboard for jumping. If you take a mark, you can keep going, or you can stop on the spot and take an unimpeded kick.
Glorious kick.
Once in scoring position, the idea is to kick the ball through the two large upright posts. That's a goal and worth 6 points.
Here's left foot. Well within his repertoire.
If you hit the post,
He's settled into the post.
or send it between the big post and the outer lower post, it's worth 1 point and is called a behind. A final scoreline might look something like this. By the way,
That's definitely not like soccer, or football, because those scores, they be like crazy, crazy low compared to this stuff. But this is incredible to see, actually. Like, I had no clue that this game existed. it just looks so wild to me.
By the way, there's no offside rule. Don't get us wrong, there are positions. Defenders defend. Forwards go forward. And midfielders, play in midfield.
This is better from Hawthorn. We know what a good kick he is, but he sets Hill up a line outside. He goes back into Hale, 70 metres out, too far to score. Gives off here to Suckling. Suckling with a low belter.
Players come in all shapes and sizes. The Fremantle Dockers have 5'8" Hayden Ballantyne, 6'3" Nate Fife, and 7-footer Aaron Sandilands. You can tackle hard, but not too high or low. It has to be between the shoulders and the knees.
All right, that at least that's that's a good thing, because I'm guessing most people could take those type of tackles if you getting them in the torso and stuff like that. You start going for legs and heads, then shit, you talking about like crazy. But it's still though the way that they jumping around and jumping on top of people, like that seems so dangerous. Still, So this is crazy, man.
There are 4 quarters of 20 minutes, but like soccer, time is added on for stoppages of play. The extra time can be as much as 10 additional minutes. AFL teams play 22 regular season games. The top 8 teams make the playoffs, or as they're called in Australia, the finals. Eventually, 2 teams meet in the championship game or the grand final. It's Australia's Super Bowl and is played every year in the magnificent Melbourne Cricket Ground in front of 90,000 plus. It's a big deal.
Away we go. Opening bounce. Kennedy. Long kick. Goal. First of the grand.
The grand final, huh? It's the Super Bowl for them. This is different. This is different. I mean, it looks fun. It looks fun, but it just looked dangerous, dude. Compared, like I said, like football here is like in pads and stuff, and people are still getting hurt. But I mean, and it's crazy that it's almost the same thing when you talk about the way that you could tackle, except for like I guess in American football you could technically go for the legs and all that stuff, but it's just so dangerous, man. Like you putting yourself in peril, but this is something different. This is something different right here. These dudes are fucking hardcore, dude. Let me finish this out.
Final. Good looking kick. He's got it. Franklin. Oh, yes, he has.
Melchesky run down holding the footy.
Langford running hard. He'll fancy this. It's got enough. It's a goal.
Any questions? Check us out at afl.com.au and on Twitter @AFL.
Wow. Dr. Cap, you have opened my eyes to something that like I said, I didn't know existed. This was what is AFL Aussie rules explained, and that was way different. You know, I had no clue. I had no clue. But it looks like fun. It looks very dangerous. You know, like that. I'm just wondering, like, what is like the injury toll per season? You know what I mean? Whether it be like per team or just overall in the league. Like how many injuries are being sustained because all that jumping around and I'm talking about at these high speeds that they playing at, it just looked crazy to me. I couldn't imagine like people going through these seasons unscathed. You know, like somebody's getting hurt in this. I would have to assume, but somebody has to let me know how many injuries are happening, you know, in this game, you know. But this is dope though. It said like I'm glad that I got to see this, and now that I know it exists, you know, I'll have to try to see what's up with this for real. You know, this is dope. This is really dope. But I guess that's it. That's it. I don't know what else to say that except for the fact that if anybody else has any more reactions that are similar to this or videos, I should say, um, you know, concerning this game, you know, and want me to react to this stuff, then I will, you know, because I'm intrigued to just, you know, learn more about this, you know. It may give me a another option besides like American football, because to really be honest, like well, to me, you know, I know like overall like football is probably, and I'm talking American football, is probably the most popular sport in America, you know, like you know, just overall, generally speaking. You know, for me, that's not the case because the rundown for me goes baseball, basketball, then football. And football is like, it's a distant third now. You know, like I hardly even watch like American football anymore. Like every blue moon, I catch a game in current times. Like I haven't been watching like our football regularly since like the early to mid 2000s, and even then it was like you know, it's not the same. But like I was used to, you know, when I first started watching, it was a hard game, a harder, more hardcore game. You know, people were like taking heads off, and you know, people would play with broken arms and, you know, broken legs like that. Like who was that? Terrell Owens, you know, was playing in the Super Bowl with a broken leg, and he had a good game. They lost the game, but he snapped, you know. Not literally in that game, you know. He came into the game with the leg already like crazy messed up. But yeah, he played in it still and had a good game. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the playlist option. Um, you'll pick the one named Sports Reactions. I do have a playlist where I've reacted to more than a few, like sport type of things, sporting events, or any of that type of stuff related to sports. I have a playlist for. So check in that particular playlist for this. I do have playlists for other things. It'll mainly be music related, but as you can see, I'm doing some things that aren't necessarily related to music. So make sure whenever you get the chance to check through that playlist thoroughly, you know, and I'm pretty sure there's something for everybody in there. Cash App, $ you made Roscoe, PayPal at you made Roscoe for those who like to show their support or appreciation for the work being done. Any donations, any of that stuff, you're going to do it at one of those or both. You know, some people may have it like that, some don't. You know, but yeah, that's it. That's it, and that's all. So I'm gonna get going. I will see you guys again very soon, or I should say, you'll see me as soon as you click onto the next video with my face in it. You know. You know, make sure my face is in it. You know, sometimes you may get an additional face. Who knows? You know, but you know, you made Roscoe is where you want to be at. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get going. Like I said, until next we meet, you guys be safe and be good.